All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters over at YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell. I want to make this video here this morning explaining to you why you should not care about what other people think about you. And when I'm saying that, I'm speaking about those who are constantly in negativity. And listen to me, those who constantly always obey the shit that is in their mind. Anything that I've ever set out to do in life, I can't think of one thing that I succeeded at from the very beginning. Chances are you're going to fail at the very beginning of probably 99% of the things that you do. That's because there's a learning curve. It's unfamiliar unfamiliar to you. And you've got to continue to keep going on and press towards all the doubt, the negativity, and learn how to control your mind. Did you hear what I said? Most people are not going to tell you what I'm going to tell you concerning the mind. The mind is full of negativity, relaxation, or demonic spirits. There's always some type of communication going on in the mind. You can look at someone and your mind starts to tell you what them people think. You don't know what they think just by judging facial expressions. You truly don't know. Sometimes you could be on point, sometimes not. But I can tell you, even when I started off in this journey doing what I'm doing, there's opposition at every turn. There's negativity at every turn. There are those who slander. There are those who are false witnesses that rise up against me. And all of it is there to make sure that I don't accomplish what I need to accomplish. Because I full well comprehend and understand and know that this mind is a cesspool of hell. I'm talking about the mind that is unconverted and the mind that you yourself don't have control over. A lot of communication. And you know, you've got to get a grasp of this, is that since the majority of the people in this world obey every thought that goes on in their mind, and they have been used to all of their life being negative, being pessimistic, they can't even begin to understand and know or comprehend what it means to be an overcomer in order to go forward. But you have to have a certain tenacity. You have to be tenacious, knowing what you're doing. If it's right and you know that what you're doing is right, you have to go all in. And you have to realize that you're not going to have too much support behind you whatsoever at all. Even those who seem to be somewhat close to you, I mean, even those who are really close to you, they're going to be against you in some kind of way. They're going to project doubt. They're going to project unbelief. But if you know that you know that you know, and you know that you have made your heart right according to accomplishing your end, then once you set your mind to it, there ain't nothing that you can't accomplish or do. But I'm trying to tell you here this morning is don't you bank on a big old support group behind you, because it ain't going to be there. People ultimately are only going to recognize you as great when they realize how much you've overcome. And just because you've overcome a lot and you've got a track record of doing it and you've been successful and you've shown success in life, you still going to have a coalition of people there that is always going to do whatever they can to bring a blotch, a dark spot, or to accuse or to say something negative in order to persuade and sway the minds of other people that otherwise, if they were strong enough in their minds to be able to recognize and discern right from wrong, they will automatically go to your side. But because they're so used to being controlled by negative thoughts and negative feelings and negative emotions and negative people, they can't find themselves pulling themselves up out of that. And so the powerful words that people say that originate from this mind, that most people don't understand that information highway, it's a reality to those who have been succumbed to this type of mindset all of their lives. So if you're going to be successful, you can't pay attention to negative people. You can't even pay attention to yourself if yourself is negative. You're going to feel a lot of pain in life, going through life, a hell of a lot of pain. And that pain is there to make you stronger. As the old saying goes, that which doesn't kill you only makes you stronger if you can endure. But you have to endure. When you endure, those who have already overcome, they will be there. You know, I kind of remember when I went through different training in the military, U.S. Army Airborne School, Air Assault School, different things, different challenges. When I was going for the German shoots a sneer and stuff, you had all kinds of tasks and everything you had to perform and do. And I remember when I was in Germany and I was going for the German shoots a sneer, I knew we had to do a roll march. I think we had to do a swim. We had to qualify on many, many different weapons. That was just a bunch of tasks that you literally had to do. And out of, I think it was 100 and 150, something like that, people that was there, only 3 of us actually accomplished the task of getting rewarded the German shooter sneer. That's because when you're on a road march or if you're running, how many times does your body talk to you trying to get you to relax, trying to get you to take the life of ease? It ministers to you. It tells you how that all this pain can stop. And all this chaos can just be over. Because your body, your mind, it wants to relax. It wants to take it easy. But I've never seen anyone who's ever relaxed and took the easy way ever amount to anything or accomplish anything in life. As a matter of fact, it's because they chose that way of life, the life of ease. That's the whole sole purpose reason why, naturally or spiritually, they're not the people who they've always wanted to be. The people who they have always wanted to be is nothing more than a dream. And then ultimately, these type of people, when they see people who have overcome, when these type of people try to attempt what others have already have done and overcome, they end up developing a very jealous and envious disposition against them. Henceforth, the negative speech, the negative comments, even though they don't know anything about this person, they don't know anything about the person. They never met the person. They never sat down and talked with them. But it's because of the way that they are hardwired after the natural sense of things that they're constantly overcome by the negativity and the negative thoughts and the lack of them being able to overcome and successfully negotiate any obstacle and successfully win at the task. They have made themselves just an accuser, just a pitiful accuser. So that's why if you see someone that is going through anything, be it anything in life, do correction, rebuke, or reprove, you see them be still, stand still, and stand in there, and you watch them pay attention to what's going on, and then they overcome and they become a better person. That's when finally that people realize, you know what? In order for me to be able to be anywhere near like that person or somewhere like them people right there, I'm definitely going to have to learn how to not be so negative. And not only that, I'm going to have to be an overcomer. When all eyes are on me, looking at me, when I perceive to be an accusing spirit, or people are all in a coalition coming down on me, how am I going to respond? What am I going to do then? How am I going to overcome? You have to be able to do all this by changing your mind and becoming strong in your mind. You've got to not only push out, but cast out every single damn thing that comes up in your mind. You are already, number one, your worst enemy. And then you already have a coalition of enemies out there. And the majority of the people that fancy themselves as judges of you haven't accomplished anything at all in their life. If you notice, successful people don't spend their time trying to tear down other successful people. Do you know the reason why? Because they already know that their mind and their work ethic and their character and their makeup and their build is so strong that it's just a waste of time. So rather than saying anything about it, even in encouragement, it's best just to leave it alone, because you're not going to destroy those kind of people in any way, shape, fashion, or form. The best thing that you can do is once you are converted and once you are strong is set yourself to be an example, to learn how to strengthen other people so we can stop a lot of this damn chaos that's going on in this world so that people can be built up knowing that they can accomplish the same task that you've done and overcome, and they can bring about a positive influence and a positive change in other people's lives. That's what it's ultimately all about. So you have literally, truly got to work on yourself and be conscious of what you're doing. Because if you're not conscious of what you're doing, and if you refuse to work on yourself and all you do is accuse and see the negative in everything, you will never, ever be a positive life. You'll never, ever be an overcomer. So do whatever you can in life to overcome yourself first and then the negativity of others. And even if you fail the first time, continue to keep trying, because one day, you're going to overcome and succeed. You just heard the truth from Pastor Dowell, the true straight way. Hope y'all come and join me on my Patreon. Description be down below. Hey, y'all have a good day. Israel.